So sit in any comfortable position for starting the class. Spine straight. Adopt chin mudra. Eyes closed. Inhale deeply. Exhale slowly. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale for 3 times, followed by opening mantra. योगेन चित्तस्य पदेन वाचा मलं शरीरस्य च वैद्यकेन योपाकरोत्तं प्रवरं मुनीनां पतञ्जलिं प्राञ्जलिरानतोऽस्मि। Join your both palm together in front of heart center. Bow down your head towards God, towards Mother Nature. Rub your both palms. Apply an eyes. Slowly and gently while blinking, open your eyes. Om Shanti. So our today's topic is movement at synovial joints. Rameshji.
Movements of
Movements at synovial joints.
cellular joints.
Synovial, S-Y-N-O-V-I-A-L.
1 minute.
Movements at synovial joints.
Okay.
There is 3 types of joints. I already explained: fibrous joint, cartilaginous joint, and synovial joints. And synovial joints have 6 parts. Those are hinge joint, pivot joint, ellipsoid joint, saddle joint, gliding joint, and ball and socket joint. So our today's topic is movements at those 6 type of joints, synovial joints. Okay. So first type of movement is flexion. F-L-E-X-I-O-N. Yeah.
HL.
Flexion. F-L-E.
FLE.
X-I-O-N. Write down.
Flexion.
Flexion. F-L-E-X-I-O-N. Flexion. So what is flexion? Flexion is bending or reducing angle between 2 bones. Bending or reducing angle between 2 bones are at a joint. B-E-N-D-I-N-G, bending or reducing RADUCING, reducing angle between two bones or at a joint. Bending or reducing angle between two bones or at a joint is known as flexion. It take place at elbow, 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 knee, KNEE, wrist, WRIST, shoulder,
elbow, then key.
knee, KNEE.
Okay.
Then shoulder, not shoulder, wrist. First write down wrist, 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 at wrist. Then shoulder, SHOULDER, shoulder. Vertebral column, VERTEBRAL, vertebral column, COLUMN. NECK, neck, and fingers. So flexion takes place at elbow, knee, wrist, shoulder, vertebral column, neck, and fingers. Look, it takes place at elbow, bending of elbow, bending or reducing angle between two bones. This one, this process is known as flexion. This is flexion. At knee also it takes same type of movement. Bending of our leg backward, that is flexion. At wrist, bending wrist forward, bending wrist front is flexion. Shoulder, taking your arm up, this one is flexion. This one is flexion. Vertebral column, rotating vertebral column front means forward bending through vertebra is flexion. Neck, bending your neck front is flexion.
Bending neck up and down.
Not up and down, only front.
Only front and
down. Upward
Okay.
is not flexion, upward is extension. I will come to that point. And it takes place at fingers also. Look here. These are extended fingers. Holding the fingers, holding every phalange through interphalangeal joint is flexion. Now write down second type of movement, extension, EXTENSION. EXTENSION, extension. This is opposite to flexion. This is opposite to flexion. Means straightening of limbs or increasing angle at a joint. straightening, STRAIGHTENING, straightening of limbs at a joint, straightening of limbs at a joint, or increasing angle, INCREASING, increasing angle at a joint, known as extension. Extension takes place on same joints. Extension takes place on same joint where flexion takes place. Extension takes place on same joints where flexion takes place. Means it also takes place at elbow. This is flexed elbow. Increase the angle at this joint. This one is flexion. This one is flexion, and increase the angle at joint. This is extension. This one is extension. This is flexion. This is extension. At knee, same at knee. Straightening the leg. Straightening the leg is extension. At wrist, this is flexed wrist, taking it up straight, it's extension. Taking it back also extension, because here angle increases. At shoulder, taking it back is extension. Vertebral column, forward bending is flexion, taking it up straight is extension, and taking it back means back bend, also known as extension.
It means just like chakrasana.
Yeah.
Chakrasana.
Yeah, chakrasana. That is flexion of vertebral column, not
Okay.
flexion, extension. Extension of vertebral column.
Vertebral column.
Forward bending is flexion, and back bending is extension of vertebral.
Extension. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Same in neck. Front bend of neck is flexion, and taking it up and taking it back is extension. In fingers, this is flexed finger, opening the fingers and taking it straight is extension.
It means when we make a fist, just like flexion, and when we open,
fist, it is flexion.
yes, yes.
And
When we open, then it means extension.
Yeah, when we open, this is extension.
Extension. Okay.
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
The next movement is abduction. 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 Abduction is that type of movement when limbs or body part moves away from midline of body. In short, moving away from midline of body is known as abduction. Moving away of limbs or any part of body known as abduction. Moving away from midline of body is abduction.
It means any part of movements or particular part of movements. Abduction related to.
No. I will come. Parts of body. It takes place. Write down. Movement takes place
Movement.
at limbs. LIMBS. Upper limb and lower limb.
Limbs. Okay.
Yeah. LIMBS. Upper limb. This one is upper limb. And same. Below hip. There is lower limb. So movement takes place at limbs, hand.
Below hip. Okay.
Write down. Movement takes place at limbs, LIMBS, hand, HAND, legs, fingers, and toes, TOES. Now I am coming one by one. Limbs. When we're taking away our upper limb, this one, this whole arm with hand. Upper arm, lower arm with hand. When we're taking away, it is abduction. What is midline? Midline of the body is vertebral column. When we taking away our upper limb, it is abduction. Same with our lower limb. It happens with our lower limb. Taking away of lower limb with thigh, leg, and foot together is abduction.
It means just like a wave over hands or legs, you know that? It means waving over hands or legs. Abduction. Waving over hands and legs, no? Waving
Yes.
up the...
Yes.
Yes, okay.
But in anatomical language, this whole part is not hand. Hand is only this portion. Okay.
Okay. Yes.
So it full part is limb.
Okay, limbs. Oh, yes.
And come to hand. This portion is hand. This portion is hand. Our palm with finger, wrist, palm, and finger. This is known as hand. So this is the normal position of hand with vertebral column, our central axis. Taking it away means outside. Taking it away like this is abduction. And in legs also, or lower part of lower limb. Taking it away is abduction. In fingers, for fingers, the midline is middle finger. For fingers, midline is middle finger. Opening our fingers with thumb. The opening means taking away from midline, taking away from middle finger is abduction. Clear?
Yes, sir. Okay, clear.
Okay. Same in toes. There we have 5 toes in foot. The second toe, after big toe, second toe is the midline for all the toes. Opening the toe means taking each toe away from each other is abduction. Clear?
Yes, sir. Okay, clear.
So next type of movement is adduction. 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 It is opposite to abduction. It is opposite to abduction. Means moving bones towards midline. Moving bones towards midline of body. In abduction, there was moving bones away from midline, and in this adduction, moving bone towards midline of body. Movement takes same place where abduction takes place. Movement takes same place where abduction takes place. Means movement takes place at limbs, upper limb and lower limb, LIMBS, hand, leg, fingers and toes. This is abducted limb taken away. This is abducted limb taking towards midline is adduction. It same happens with lower limb, thigh leg with foot, taking towards midline, taking towards central axis is adduction. And for hand, this is abducted hand, already away from central axis, taking it straight or towards midline is adduction. Means we are aiding everything towards central axis. Same with leg or foot, taking towards midline is adduction. For fingers, this is abducted finger. Middle finger is the central axis for other fingers. Taking together all fingers are adduction. It same happens in toe also. Spread your toe.
It means just like anti-clock like this. Anti-clock, opposite means anti-clock like this, na? Abduction and adduction. Adduction means just like opposite of abduction, na?
Yes.
So it
Same.
means just like anti-clock like this.
What?
Anti-clock like this, opposite means
Anti-clock?
anti-clockwise means moving of our hands, front side then back side like that.
No.
Hmm.
This is our central axis,
Yes, yes.
vertebral column. If hand is away,
Okay.
this is away from central axis.
Yes.
Okay.
Hmm.
So this is known as abduction, and
Abduction.
when it comes towards central axis, it is adduction.
Adduction. Okay.
Clear?
Yes. Okay, clear.
And same for fingers. The middle finger is midline. This is abducted fingers. Taking all fingers together is adduction. And same happens in toes also. Spreaded toe are abduction, and taking them together is adduction. Clear?
Okay, okay, sir, clear.
So next movement is pronation. 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 The inward rotation of forearm. This is forearm. Inward rotation. This rotation. Inward rotation of forearm. A turning palm downward. Inward rotation of forearm or turning palm downward like this. is pronation. Inward rotation of forearm or turning palm downward is pronation. Clear?
Yes, sir, clear, clear. The
Next,
inward rotation.
supination. 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 Supination is rotating forearm outward, rotating forearm outward, or turning palm of hand up, rotating forearm outward, or turning palm of hand up like this. It's supination. Clear?
Yes, sir, clear.
Okay. So next movement is circumduction. 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 What is circumduction? Circumduction is movement of a limb. It is a movement of a limb in a circular motion. In a circular motion, this one. Front or backward, both sides. Movement of a limb in a circular motion. It takes place at limbs, LIMBS, means it takes place at our upper limb and lower limb, means at shoulder joint and hip joint. Further write down flexion, 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 extension, 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 adduction, 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 and abduction, ABDUCTION. Flexion, extension, adduction, and abduction. These all movement are involved in circumduction. These all movement involved in circumduction. Clear? Ramesh ji?
Yes, sir, clear, clear.
Okay. The next movement is rotation. ROTATION, rotation. It is a movement around the long axis of a bone. Movement around the long axis of a bone. The example is rotation of head side to side, left side or right side, rotation of head side to side, or twisting of body side to side, twisting of body side to side is the example of rotation. Like Kati Chakrasan. Kati Chakrasan is the example of rotation. There is two type of rotation. There is two type of rotation. The first one is lateral rotation. Lateral. Lateral rotation. Rotation of head or body away from midline is lateral rotation, like this one, this movement, this one. Rotation of head or body away from midline is lateral rotation. The second one is medial rotation. Medial, medial rotation. Rotation of head or body towards midline, this movement. Towards midline is medial rotation. Clear?
It means full body, just like a turn.
No, upper
With
body.
head
Upper
and body, no?
You can
Upper body, yes, upper body.
Yeah.
Okay.
The next movement is inversion. 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 Turning sole of foot inward. Turning sole of foot inward is inversion. Inversion. Assume this is sole of foot. Turning inward sole of foot is inversion. Clear?
Yes, sir, clear.
Okay. Next movement is eversion. 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 It is opposite to inversion. It is opposite to inversion, means turning sole of foot outward. Turning sole of foot outward is eversion. Clear?
Yes, sir, clear.
Okay. There is other three flexions. There is other three flexions, Flexion. The first one is dorsiflexion, DORSI, dorsiflexion, Flexion, dorsiflexion. Pointing toe downward. Pointing toe downward. Is dorsiflexion. Pointing toe downward is dorsiflexion. Clear?
Yes, sir, clear.
Next one is plantar flexion. Sorry, opposite. Dorsiflexion is upward, not downward. Pointing toe upward is dorsiflexion. Correction. Pointing toe upward is dorsiflexion. And pointing toe downward is plantar flexion. pointing toe downward is plantar flexion. PLANTAR, plantar flexion. And the third one is lateral flexion, LATERAL, lateral flexion, FLEXION, lateral flexion. It is bending of neck or body, bending of neck or body side to side, means towards left side or right side. Bending of neck and body towards left or right is known as lateral flexion, not twisting, only bending. Bending of neck or body side to side is known as lateral flexion. Clear?
Yes, sir. Clear.
The next movement is elevation, ELEVATION.
Elevation
Yeah, ELEVATION, elevation.
means just like Tadasan.
Yes,
Elevation.
yes, Tadasana.
Elevation related to Tadasan.
Yeah, movement in superior direction. This one, this movement,
Yes. Okay.
superior direction.
Okay.
And the next movement is depression, DEPRESSION, depression. This is opposite to elevation, opposite to elevation. Movement in inferior direction means scapula down, taking scapula and shoulder down, inferior direction. INFERIOR, inferior direction is depression. Clear?
Yes, sir. Clear.
The next movement is protraction, PROTRACTION, protraction. Protraction is shoulder forward are taking scapula away from each other. Shoulder forward like this, shoulder forward are taking scapula away from each other, shoulder blade away from each other. Next movement is retraction, RETRACTION, retraction. Shoulder backward, taking shoulder backward or scapula towards each other, taking shoulder blades towards each other is retraction. In cat and cow pose, the cat pose is protraction and cow pose is retraction. Clear?
Yes, sir. In cat position, just like cat flow, in cat position, up and down, no? Just like up and down.
Yes.
Hmm. It means spine up and down, no, like this.
No, only not only spine. We also taking scapula away and scapula closure.
Yes, sir. Shoulder, just like shoulder, no?
Yes.
Shoulder with spine like that.
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, clear.
So these all are the movements at synovial joints. Any question?
This cat's flow is called from in Vitilasana, Vitilasana.
Yes.
Vitilasana, Vitilasana.
Vitilasana.
Yes, yes, sir. Okay, sir. No. Clear.
Thank you. So sit in any comfortable position for closing the class. Spine. Up chin mudra. Eyes closed. Inhale deeply for one time Om, followed by closing mantra. Om. सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ Join your both palm together in front of heart center. Bow down your head towards God, towards Mother Nature. Rub your both palm. Apply an eyes. Slowly and gently while blinking. Open your eyes. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you, sir. Thank
For
you.
joining the class.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, we will meet again on Monday class.
Okay. Yes, sure.